but very few people have actually seen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And if you can hear the sound of my voice this evening, you're tuned to one special program dedicated to all the lovers out there. Welcome to Heartbeat. Whether you're a young lover or you're an old flame, this is your hour, this is your forum, this is a program specially dedicated to you. On Heartbeat, we like to explore love in all its beauties and complexities. We like to take a journey down lover's lane and understand love in all its forms. We like to celebrate love. We embrace it, we learn from it, and we grow in it. On Heartbeat, we also give you the platform, the forum for you to share your own love stories, because no love story is the same. Some love stories are good, and some love stories are filled with challenges. We give you that forum and that platform for you to call in, to share your thoughts, whether it's your opinions or even to share your problems. And we here will do our best to prefer you with the best answers and solutions that we can come up with. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Tonight, once again, we take a journey down Lover's Lane. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a musical break, and when we come right back, we're going to dive into the topic of the day. Today's topic is something very uplifting, something inspiring, something to boost you as an individual, to boost yourself, especially this new year, this new dawn, this new time in our lives. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. inside you. Julia Roberts. Welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And if you can hear the sound of my voice, you're on to one special program. Welcome to Heartbeat, a program dedicated to all the lovers out there. From the young lovers to the old flames, this is a program for you. On Heartbeat, we like to take a journey down Lover's Lane and explore and appreciate love in all its beauties and complexities. And it is my distinct pleasure to be your host this evening, to take you down this journey, this wonderful journey of love. And of course, my name is Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And in the immortal words of Charlie Chaplin, I'm a tramp, a gentleman, a poet, a dreamer, a lonely fellow, always hopeful of romance and adventure. Tonight, we take another journey tonight down Lover's Lane and explore love and learn from it. Tonight, I want to talk about something I was inspired by yesterday's topic. Yesterday, we broke into the new year with, yesterday, we didn't have a program because there was some technical difficulties. And on that part, I'd like to apologize to our fans out there. There was a little bit of some technical difficulties and we couldn't stream yesterday. But to you out there tonight, I extend that apology on behalf of myself and the team here. And if you're out there and you want to follow this program online, you can actually go check us out live. Right now, go on social media, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. You can find us there. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and you can actually catch this program live. We also stream all our other programs. So if there's something you've heard earlier in the day, or maybe you want to even make a reference to an earlier program, it's all out there for you, for your own content, for your own benefit. So go out there, like, subscribe, follow us, and you will be enriched by what we have to offer you here. Now, not yesterday, but day before yesterday, we had a topic, a very interesting topic, and it was the part two of a two-part series where we're talking about a toast to the new year. The first part, we talked about forgiveness and letting go, and the second part, we had a very deep and interesting discussion on loving yourself, self-love. Today, I want to kind of go along on that line and just talk about relationships and self-esteem. Two things that affect one and the other. Now, self-esteem affects your relationship, and this also, in turn, your relationship affects your self-esteem. Now, this is a very true fact, and if you think about it, it actually correlates in all ways, and I'm going to explain this to you. But before, this is just how I want to start off today's topic. Understand this. Self-esteem affects your relationships and vice versa. Relationships affect your self-esteem. Now, you might be asking yourself, how does self-esteem affect your relationships? Quite simply, one, low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, it will affect your relationships negatively. It may even help that negative energy, that low self-esteem could even attract negative people into your life. Those are two ways low self-esteem can affect your relationships. Now, if you have low self-esteem, you won't be able to relate to others well. The thing is, you may feel a lack of confidence in social situations, maybe in gatherings, in a group. Even your own body language may be negative. And the truth is, you're probably not even going to respond positively in those kind of contexts. Now, if you don't behave confidently amongst others, the thing is, others may just take advantage of you. Maybe by criticizing you and making you even feel worse. Your manner is likely to make others respond cloudily, or it might that's dampen the whole situation, and this will bring damage to your own relationships and to others. You see, relationships you have had, you've had and you've had for, maybe you have or you've had for a while that have gone on. They can either go uphill or downhill, but they can go downhill, especially if you suffer from low self-esteem, self-worth. You have a low opinion of yourself. You don't think highly of yourself. You're not happy with who you are. You see, even your best friends will even get tired of you, because nobody wants to be around somebody who cannot help himself or herself. Nobody wants to be around that kind of negative energy. Nobody wants it brings people down. So if you have that low self-esteem or low self-worth or a low opinion of yourself, it drives a wedge between you and others and your friends. Now, you may take on, when you have that kind of low self-esteem and low self-image of yourself, you may take on what I call a victim mentality. I'm the victim. Everything is me. It's always being done to me. I mean, what do I mean by this? It means that you blame everyone and everything for how you feel, instead of taking responsibility of how you feel, your own emotions and feelings. You blame it on other people. It must be this person's fault, and that's why I'm here in this situation. You won't be able to relate to others well because you will act like a victim instead of an equal. I don't know if I'm making sense here. When you have that victim mentality, it's always me. Everything is being done to me. Why me? It's you that did this to me, and that's why because you did this. That's why I'm reacting like this. It's because you said this. That's why I'm like this. Instead of taking full responsibility of your own emotions, of your own actions. Now, on the other term, how does relationships affect your self-esteem? Now, problems in your relationship can lower your self-esteem and confidence, like we said. Rejection often causes problems with self-confidence and how you feel about yourself. Criticism, that's another key. Criticism generates low self-esteem. And even an abusive relationship can be highly detrimental, can have such a negative effect on your self-esteem. Now, relationship problems really hit hard. They hit us hard. They can make you depressed and increase even your stress and your anxiety. When you have these kind of big rows or arguments that can really fuel your self-doubt. Because in the end, when you have this kind of arguments, especially with your partner, with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your spouse, it's like fuel. This is like an avenue where you exchange critical or hurtful words against one another. Especially when somebody who knows you, especially that person with that kind of deep connection, when you get into these kind of spouts, this is the time, because you want to win that argument. You say something hurtful to your partner, and your partner in return responds with hurtful comments, critical things, wounds to hurt each other. These things can really, really put a dampener on your self-esteem. Relationship problems can cause anger and frustration. A situation where blame is being thrown around as you argue. You may even feel guilty afterwards, after these negative feelings, these exchanges are done. You see, these things put a strain on you and your own self-esteem, your own self-worth in your relationship. Rejection, like I said, is another problem. If you feel rejected by your friends, you feel rejected by your partner, you don't feel that person loves you the way you feel, that person is cold to you, or that person is actually cold to you, it's a huge blow to your confidence and your self-worth. You see, rejection can make you believe that there is something wrong with you, or that you deserve to be rejected. You don't deserve happiness. This is what you get. This is what you deserve. And that's not true. But that's what it does. You see, the real problem with rejection is that how others feel about you affects your own self-esteem and your own confidence. You see, this is something you need to you need to get a hold on. This is something that you need to understand. You see, working on your self-esteem will help you become stronger inside. And that sort of acts like a bulletproof. It sort of acts like a shield, because the opinions of others will not have that kind of power on you. It doesn't shape you. It won't, which is why self-esteem is very crucial. Like I said, criticism, just like rejection, is also mutually damaging. You see, criticism from others will hurt you, but when you criticize others, you invite a negative response. And when I mean criticism, I don't mean constructive criticism. I mean just criticism, unhealthy criticism, any little thing you're snapping at that person or that person is snapping at you. When you're in that vicious cycle, when you're caught like that, that negative response and possible guilt when you think about it, it's what can the heat, that can kill the heat in your relationship, can just turn it into an ice cube. Just like the weather is cold, it just makes it cold. Now, abuse in a relationship. I don't know. I think enough said there. I mean, abuse in a relationship can destroy your self-esteem, because abuse hurts on so many levels. So many levels. The scars can last for the rest of the victim's life, your partner's life. If you're the abuser, if you're the one that is abusing your partner, whether physically, whether emotionally, those scars stay there, especially within. Unfortunately, the truth is, many victims of abuse blame themselves, which it baffles my mind, but that's just the truth. Many victims of abuse blame themselves, which is practically, this is true. I don't know why this is, especially if that victim is maybe a child, maybe children of abuse that come from abusive, they always feel it's their fault. Maybe they weren't good enough and they were being punished, but they don't realize that it's an abuse. They don't see it. You see, whatever problems you have in your relationship, there are many ways to get help. But many people tend to shy away from it. Many people tend to just maybe chalk it up to religion or just chalk it up to society. But you can get help. Now, how can you build your self-esteem and improve your relationships? I'm going to give you a few tips. The truth is, you can take steps each day to build your own confidence and feel better about yourself. But I'm just going to highlight or just touch on some of the most important points. Excuse me. That's some of the most important points that will help you grow in your own relationship. Now, first off, you have to understand that the way someone treats you says more about that person, the other person, than it does about yourself, about you. You see, if a person is abusive to you, if that person is abusive to you or treats you badly, it shows that they have a problem, not you. Maybe they're angry at the world, or maybe they're even angry at themselves and they're just trying to take it out, and it's you that's the person in their life, and so they're taking it out on you. The truth is, you must realize it is not your fault. Excuse me. It isn't your fault. It is that person's fault, and they need to sort themselves out. Now, often, this is my second point, often, when you feel rejected, when you're feeling rejected, you'll do the same. That feeling of rejection translates, and then you will reject other people. Or maybe you're going as far as rejecting everything in your life, even your own self. You see, to change this, you need to look for what is good about you and your life and focus on those things. You see, when you do this, when you focus on the positives of you, because like we always say, there's good and bad in everybody. We all have it. I have it, you have it, we all have it. But that's what makes you a whole. Now, when you are in that cycle of rejection, you tend to just focus on the negatives about yourself. When you feel like that, or you feel that you're in a situation like that, focus back, repurpose your focus. Focus back on the positive things, the good things about yourself. Focus on those things and hold on to them. You see, this will change. This will change your perception, and you'll stop rejecting yourself. And even encourage others not to reject you. To other people who try to reject you won't, because you have that self-worth. You hold on to the good that is in you, the good that makes you. It changes the perception. It changes. Now, the next and the most important thing to do is to look for good in others and stop finding fault in your partner. I can't stress this enough. You see, sometimes partners can get into partners, as in, when I say partners, I mean relationships. I mean boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, spouses, whatever. They can get into this sort of like small war. It's sort of like a small world war. And this is fought with finding fault in each other. Looking at the bad parts, the negatives about this person in each other. True love means changing this attitude so that you can see the good in your partner and forget the negatives. Because once you dwell on the negatives, you build that animosity and you erode, you clean away that self-confidence in not just your partner, it also cleans off in yourself, because your partner is, as you're finding it negative, the person is also finding that negative in you. It kills your relationship. The thing is, you have to expect your partner to behave better and be the person you know they can be. That's looking positively at your partner. Finding fault only encourages them to do the same thing over and over. And to be honest, that is truly no way to live. Is it? Is that really a way to live? But the thing is, above all things, the best thing you can do today to help yourself build that self-esteem and confidence is to accept you are who you are. Just accept who you are and understand what makes you unique. Look in the mirror. When you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror. Ask yourself, what talents and strengths do I have? What makes me the person I am? And when the truth is, when you understand that there is so much good inside you, and that you're a uniquely different person. I brought up a point last time when I was here. I said, just, take a look at your fingers. Open up your palms. Take a look at your fingers. If you're out there and you're listening to me, just do this. Bear with me. If you're watching me live, just bear with me. Open up your palms in front of you and look at your fingers. Now look closely at your fingerprints. Do you know that you, out of 7 billion people on this planet, are the only person that has this set of fingerprints? Nobody else. Nobody else. That's how unique of an individual you are. That's how special you are. There is only one you in this whole world, in this whole universe. one unique you. You stand out. Now, like I was saying, when you understand that there is so much good inside you and that you're uniquely gifted, you are you. The truth is, you're going to feel so much better about who you are. This will enable you to face the world more positively. And you'll see that positive energy in you will radiate in your relationships, and actually even inspire and reflect that amazing change. So the change, like we popularly say in this country, like our government tells us, change starts with you. When it comes to self-confidence, building that self-confidence, looking at yourself, it starts with you. It starts from within. Just like the quote I read earlier, true love doesn't come to you. It has to come and start from the inside. It starts from you, from within you. So replace rejection with acceptance. Replace fault finding with looking for positives in your life, and self-esteem will come to you, will grow in you so much better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I'm going to open up the lines to you out there for you to share your thoughts. Tell me, let's talk. What's troubling you in your relationship? What questions do you have that you've been desperately looking for solutions to? Or maybe you just want to reach out to someone out there to tell them how much you love them. This is a new year, a new dawn, and a time for showing love, for spreading love. Don't waste this opportunity. Use this opportunity tonight to do that. Right after this break. it be denied where it does. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And if you can hear the sound of my voice, you're on to Heartbeat, a special program dedicated to all the lovers out there. Right now, I'm going to open up the lines to you out there for you to call in and share your thoughts. What is troubling you tonight in your relationship that you're looking for that solution, that answer to, that thing to help you find peace in your relationship? Or maybe there's something out there, a question that you have that you're trying to just understand. Maybe you've beaten your head around the bush, but you just can't find a solution to it. You can call in and share your thoughts. Or maybe you even have something to ask, a question, any kind of question that concerns your relationship. We here on Heartbeat will do our best to prefer you with that solution. And of course, as always, my name is Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. The number to call is still 081 89 99 1011. I'll take it again. 081 89 99 1011. Maybe your lonely heart's out there looking for someone to love, someone to feel some special kind of connection to. Feel free to call in and we will see what we can do to appease that heart. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
My name is Samuel.
Good evening, Samuel. Where's Samuel calling me from?
I'm calling from Wuse2.
How's Wuse2 this evening, my brother?
We are all fine, sir.
All right, talk to me. What can I do for you today?
I have a problem in my relationship. It's exactly what is happening with my care. That is what we have said tonight.
Okay.
I have the girl.
Mm-hmm.
We live together as a neighbor. But
Yes.
later when they pack out,
Okay.
totally fall in love with me.
Mm.
When he fall in love with me, I try to find out how much about me.
Mm.
All those things, she have for temper, I have for temper. I'll see that I'm the one caused the problem because the law that she bring to me,
Yes.
I didn't accept it. I needed to like that. I tried to make many complain, but anytime that I make any complaint, she was so angry. We get quarrel, fighting. And then we try to express our mind, how much we love each other. She just traveled for December. We will speak for each other.
Okay.
But anytime that I feel like something make her happy, she will remember all the past, all the conditions that I used to put her through. But I don't know. I just feel like for me to give a number, for me to please her for me,
Okay.
and talk to her, please. I want her back.
Okay.
Let you not change her. I just want to let her know how much I love her.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Before I ask you to send her number and I talk on your behalf, the thing is, are you willing? I mean, you've called in and it sounds like you've shown this contrition, but then you also have to. It's not about what you say; it's about your actions, what you do. So I'm going to ask you this question before I actually step in and I try to intervene on your behalf. Are you willing and are you ready and willing to change? Because I'm not going to tell you to change your character or change who you are, but are you ready to or willing to do what it takes to make this relationship work? Because relationships are a hard thing. They're difficult. It takes a lot of work. And so it's not just you making the work. It has to be both of you. You understand what I mean? So if you are ready and willing to do what it takes to put in the effort to be better. I'm not saying change your personality because you are who you are, but to be better, to be conscious of what you are and what you're doing and how you're affecting your relationship and to do better. If you're willing and able to do this, I don't mind. I will step in. I will call your girl for you, and I will throw my hat into the ring.
Yeah, I'm really ready. I love her so much. I can't lie for you.
All right.
After she left me, I realized my mistake to her.
They say that's true. They say we don't know what we have until it's gone. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when she left travel, I realized my mistake. Something that I do to her and some things that I say to her.
Okay.
I not supposed.
All right.
That's all those things that I want you to let her know that all those one is prior and mistake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, my brother, what you're going to do is you're going to text me your details and her phone number. Text it to this line, and I will see. I'll do my part here. Just text it to this number. Text it to this line. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I enjoy your program.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. All right. Have a pleasant evening. All right. This is still Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat, and my name is Buchi, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, I was calling. This is Adebayo Adekunle.
Adebayo Adekunle. Where's Adebayo Adekunle calling me from?
Yeah, I'm from Oyo State, right? But properly now I'm in Abuja.
Okay, what part of Abuja, my brother?
Yeah, I was in Villa Park area.
Okay.
At Apple side.
All right, okay. All right, my brother, talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
Sorry, something I need to just do for me tonight.
Okay.
Is not something that is long. But, it's a little about a woman.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Likewise, when someone you are talking to, I'm just one of the popular boy in Ibadan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So due to the job that I'm doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So woman is nothing to me, right?
Yeah.
But I've had a fall in love to another girl before.
All right.
But the girl we have a breakup, but the fault is not from me, right?
Okay.
It's from the girl, right?
Okay.
But properly each other we quit, but later she has known what she has done as a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But each other we are no more again, but she has trying to come on me and be begging on me.
Okay.
But my brother, my family, my boss have said there's nothing there.
Mm.
But secondly, I met a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She was my secondary school mate before.
Yes.
When we are on secondary school, secondary school issue, everybody we are going to face to study, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after then, everybody pass out, lose our contact. We later met.
Yes.
So after we later met, I was just, before she even accepted to me, like a year, more than a year, sir.
Yes.
But surgery, she later accepted to me.
Okay.
But after she accepted to me, I love her, she loves me, this and that. But a woman doesn't have a trust. Some properly, I've even fallen in love to the girl, right?
Yes.
But she's a doctor, she's a nurse.
Okay.
But apparently, she's still a pharmacy.
Okay.
Probably I can call my baby. Sometimes she'll pick the call. Sometimes she won't pick the call. When we started, she loved me much.
Okay.
But maybe Belovia, she's going to somewhere else.
All right.
She's going to tell me, Olamin, I'm going to so place.
Okay.
I listen to me, bro. But probably I was checking like 2 weeks, some weeks ago. But my baby have changed. Whatever that is doing before, she have changing up.
Okay.
And now the reason I'm fine. Otherwise, mean I'm a big boy. I'm okay of my own side.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not good for a man to fall in love to a lady.
Okay.
I will never lie for a brother.
Mm-hmm.
I love the girl.
Yeah.
Then I've even fallen in love more than fallen in love, right?
All right. Okay.
So wherever maybe I sleep, maybe I'm doing something important,
Mm-hmm.
I will be dreaming, I will be thinking as the last contact that said that we talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that is not supposed to be done. But the girl was even trying something, you are a man, sir.
All right.
As you know what I'm trying to mean.
I'm listening to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the girl, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but a lady is not, doesn't have any straightforward.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm ready to marry the baby, right?
All right.
But in a way, is soon, somehow, some.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when I'm talking to you, I'm from Ibadan, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in Abuja right now.
Okay.
But maybe next week I'll be back to Abuja. To Ibadan, right?
All right. Okay.
Probably I'm listening to the program, and the program was even, I'm even appreciating. The program just come from me.
Mm.
Because I used to listen to another program too in Ibadan. That one is Mr. Su.
Yes.
That one, they make it Thursday and Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and she is the type of they make that more Thursday is in Yoruba
Yes.
and Sunday is in English.
Okay.
And wherever probably something that you are trying to see now is how they are even saying it in my town.
Okay.
But wherever I be in my town, the kind of the guy that I'm very, very popular.
Yes.
So I can't even call and tell this is who am I?
Yeah.
Because if I say my name, everybody will know me on radio.
Okay. Okay.
But I love this girl, but not anyhow that you love a girl,
Mm-hmm.
that she won't bring a character. So
Okay.
I want you to put me into the guideline.
Mm.
She understand me? My brother is not for a guy that it's not that way. I face my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I face my business.
Mm-hmm.
I face my family.
Yes.
You understand me? It's not I'm depend on the girl.
Yes.
That whatever I want to do, I'm thinking about no.
Mm.
But anyhow that I wake up, I'll sleep out, I will be remember, this is the last statement that me and this girl said that. But in that moment that I was calling, I will be thinking, maybe this guy will go to somewhere, maybe I should go to another. Later that later call me.
Uh-huh.
My mind will just be share. But I want you to put me the true way
Okay.
of the life. But how the life is be. As in, how am I going to do about a woman?
Okay.
That's what I'm calling my brother, please.
All right. Okay. My brother.
Yeah?
This person that you're in love with, this person that you're in love with, and you've told her how you feel, but it doesn't seem like the relationship or you don't feel the same kind of love in return. The thing is, it's always important when I always talk about equality, especially in relationship. As much as you're giving is as much as you should be getting. Now, if you love this person so much, and if you love this person so much, you also have to trust this person. A relationship is like a leap of faith. You have to give your faith. You have to trust that this person has your best interest at heart. And just like the same person will believe in you, that you have their best interest in heart. Now, you say you love this person. You love her so much.
Yeah.
And in fact, you even said you want to even marry this person. This is the person you're looking to marry.
Yeah, bro.
Have you let her know? Have you like had this conversation with her? Have you told her how you feel? This is how I feel. Be open, be vulnerable with her.
Okay. Yeah, I told her.
You told her?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was her reaction when you told her?
I told her, she said, I'm the only one that she's loved, this and that, but wherever when we talk, she will be, like someone was discharging someone on phone, she will say, I'm busy, I'm in work, I will call you back. Later, maybe if I call my baby, she won't be properly pick my call instantly. Maybe the time I will try to pick my call, she'll be getting late.
Okay.
That even though she even talked to me now, where are you, baby? I'm at home. Where are you been since I was calling? I didn't pick my call. She said, I was sleeping and then I was resting and then I had taken injection from work, so I'm not okay, you know.
Excuses.
And for the love that I have for the girl, I was even probably what is happening.
You have to have this conversation with her. You have to call her up and then sit her down. I think you have to have this conversation with her. You have to call her up and you sit her down and you talk about it. Baby, this is how I feel. This is what you're doing that I don't like, and these are the things I don't like. What is the matter? Look, when it comes to relationship, you have to have open, frank, honest, and raw communication. Tell her, let her know. In fact, if you're not happy with something, let her know you're not happy with it. Talk with her. And also, not just talking with her, listen to her. Communication is two ways. As you're talking, she's talking. As you're listening, she's listening. So I think you need to have a full heart-to-heart discussion. You have to let her know. Because sometimes women pick up on that seriousness. If they feel that you're not being serious with them, or they feel that you're not serious with them, they won't give you their best response. But then you have to show that seriousness, that look, I am here and this is what I want. And if he feels the same way for you, then the two of you can move forward. You plan together. You open dialogue. Don't be afraid. I mean, we have this concept that where we're afraid, I'm a man must be like this and a woman must be like this. No, we must be open and vulnerable. You have to open yourself, open your heart, be raw, be plain. Even just let her know this is how you feel. Open yourself up. So, my brother, the best advice I can give you is sit down, have a one-on-one conversation with her. I understand, because whenever we talk on the phone, for a fact, the phone, in fact, it has promoted a lot of lies, because you can say whatever you want and do whatever you want over the phone. And then you have to trust or believe that this person is it. But then have a sit down with her, a one-on-one conversation, and talk with her. Let her know this is how you feel and this is what is affecting you in your relationship. Just have that conversation with her.
My brother, so I'm very appreciative for what you done tonight, right? I've called my baby, then I've sit him down. I've talked to him several times, you know. She was claiming that she's a big girl. She can do whatever that she like, you know. When someone was working, she's okay. She said, but she loves me. She loves men, and she likes men. But, you know, there is some ladies now outside right now, bro. As in, when she love a guy, they will know in their mind that this is who I love. They'll still have some man friend. That's not supposed to be possible. That is not supposed to be done. They will have man friend, another boyfriend. They will be shitting on them, and it's not proper.
It's not proper. I agree with what you're saying.
I know, bro. This girl, I know that she's loving me, right? But if I can be calling my baby now, I can be calling my baby like 3 hours ago. Before my baby, she will call me back. She will call me like maybe 3 hours past. My baby, this is where I'm at. I don't have a cat. But I will not send my baby down. Come. I have intelligence more than you. Don't tell me what is not. This is where you are. This is where you are. You know, she will be trying to dodge herself. And, you know, my brother, I really love this girl, but I want you to just give me the guideline or how we are going to talk to him, as in the knowledge that you have.
My brother, it just sounds, this is, the way it sounds to me, it's like you don't trust her. You say you love her, but you don't trust her. Because if she's telling you something and you say, no, it's not like that, this is how it should be, you think you're more intelligent, it sounds like you do not trust her. Now, love and trust go hand in hand. You must give, it's just like I said, a leap of faith. You must give that trust. You must show trust. Trust, you have to open yourself up to her. Now, what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying essentially. You sit down, have an open, frank discussion with her. Let her know this is it. Let her know how you feel. And then if she still feels she's a big girl and, you know, you can't control her, because in the end, it's not about control. It's not about control. It's about sharing. It's about that equality. As much as I'm giving and investing in this relationship, so should you, so that the two of us will make it work. It's not one person to make it work. It's two of you. Now, open up, share, have this conversation with her. No, let there be communication and understanding. And if she still doesn't want to see things the way you see it, or maybe you still feel like you're being cheated, or maybe you can't even trust her, because to be honest, it sounds like you cannot trust her. You're trying to trust her, but you can't trust her. Because if you can't trust her, then you can't have a relationship. Relationships are trust. So sit down, first and foremost, communicate. Open, frank, just be raw, open. In fact, if it gets to even quarrel. If it's meant to be, it will be. All right? All right, my brother.
Even though sometimes that we have quarrels, that the quarrel is much, but I know that this is my babe. She has to come in and beg. I'm the one I'm going to come, baby, come. The way that you are done is all right.
My brother. This thing is very simple. If it sounds like the two of you are speaking very, very different languages. If you have to, the thing is, when you have an argument and you have to now in the end try and settle things and she doesn't, it sounds like there's a break in communication. Talk with her, have this conversation with her, and after the conversation, if things are not changing and you still feel they're the same way, then you might have to just walk away from this relationship. But let her understand where you're coming from. There's nothing wrong in walking away. If it's not meant to be, you can't force it to be. It's as simple as that. Have this conversation, open up, be raw, let her know where you stand. Because if you don't let her know where you stand, and you don't stand firm in your relationship and your principles and what you believe in, and she herself is standing firm in her own principles and what she believes in, then the two of you cannot, it doesn't seem like it's a compatible relationship. It has to be something that's mutually beneficial for both of you. So have this conversation with her, talk with her. You know what they say?
Bro, how come I should be posting my picture on Facebook? They will say, this is my lovely boy, this is my heart, this is what I love. And when each other we see, she will pretend that she really love me.
My brother, you do not trust this woman. It's as simple. The way you're saying it, you don't trust this woman. If you don't trust the woman, how can you have a relationship? If you don't believe what she's telling you, you can't have a relationship. That's why I said, and I'm going to say it again, talk with her. Sit down and talk with her. Understand the boundaries. Open up and understand where the relationship is going. Have an open relationship, because if you're trying to look for a code or looking for the solution to why she's behaving like this, you won't. The only way you're going to know this is by talking with her. So, my brother, the best thing I can tell you is go back, sit down, have a one-on-one conversation with her. Communicate with her. Let her know how you feel, and also listen to her. Listen to her, know where she's coming from, and know where you can move forward together. If it means starting from a clean slate, you know what? Let's forget the past. Let's start from a clean slate together so we can build up.
My brother, I've done that several times.
Then it's not working.
Even though my baby was telling me that she was dating a guy. The guy was working at police station. He's a manager at the police station. My babe told me that she didn't love the guy, but she dated the guy like a year. But whatever that she needed from the guy gave me. If she need anything, she request from the guy, right? And the guy is going to give her anything that she needs. But she didn't allow the guy to even touch her or something. And I asked her, why? He said he didn't love the guy, right? So I now sit my baby down and say, come. Do you love me? Say, come, Olakunle, I love you. If I didn't love you, I will allow you to have any sex or have anything. And wherever that anybody asks me, I need to say, okay, this is my boyfriend, this is my... But what I'm trying to say that, okay, fine, you told me that you love me, right? Then I told you that I love you. If I'm calling my wife sometimes, when take the call, whenever that my baby takes the call, she's like, I'm busy. You know, how can you be busy on the work? I'm supposed to tell you that, I'm busy. That's the major problem.
My brother, wait, listen to me, my brother. Listen to me. it's obvious you don't trust her. That's the truth. It's obvious you do not trust this person. How can you have a relationship if you do not trust her? She tells you she's busy. She tells you this thing and you're not happy and satisfied with it. You said you've spoken with her several times about it and she's still doing the same things. There is no code. There's no solving it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. Which is why I said, and I'm going to say it one last time, talk with her. Have an open, frank dialogue with her. Let everything out. So that you know where you stand, because you need specificity. You need understanding in this relationship. And if you still are not satisfied with her attitude and her behavior, then you two of you are not compatible. It's as simple as that. You can't force something to be if it's not meant to be. That is why if you love this person, you want to be with this person, you want to marry this person. How are you going to marry this person if you do not trust this person? If she tells you she's busy and you don't believe she's busy, is that love? Is that trust? It's not. You have to have this conversation with her. The two of you need to sit down and talk your relationship out. That is the only way. If you don't talk, if you don't communicate with your partner, there is no code. There's nothing I'm going to say or anybody will say that will change your own feelings and thoughts about it if you fundamentally do not trust this person. So you have to go back and talk with this person and know the parameters of your relationship and know how to move forward together.
Okay. I'll try to do that. But
Right.
I'm happy, my brother, to talk to you tonight because I'm in Abuja right now. So, what is the name of this station I was able to talk to, bro?
The station is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and the program is Heartbeat.
Which state?
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Yes.
In Abuja?
Yes. The station is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM.
Okay, no problem, my brother. I'm very appreciative.
All right, thank you.
I will do that. Can I send the number to you? We call him Spanish.
All right, go ahead. No problem.
Okay. Can I call the number now?
Send it as a text message.
Okay, that should be tomorrow. I'm going to call him tonight.
You're going to send it to this number. I can't call tonight. I'll call tomorrow.
Okay, I'm very appreciative, my brother.
All right, thank you. All right, have a good night. All right. Yes, this is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat. And my name is Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Am I speaking on this thing?
Hello?
Am I speaking to Human Rights Radio?
Yes, you are. You're live on Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Emmanuel from Guarita.
Emmanuel from Guarimpa. How's Guarimpa this evening, my brother?
Yes, sir. There's something that I used to get there that I fall in love with. Yes. But I don't used to go to. Yes, but I don't used to show it the girl that I love her. Then yesterday, yeah, the girl we are at home. She not told me that I used to be afraid of women. I don't know what.
Hello? Hello, I can't hear you. The line is breaking up. Hello? Hello, Emmanuel. If you can hear me, please call me back. The number once again is still 081-8999-1011. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Well,
My name is Janet. I'm calling from Jua.
Janet from Zuba, right?
Jua.
Jua. Jua. Where is Jua?
Yeah, closer to Zuba.
Oh, okay. Jua, Zuba. Okay, all right. How's Jua this evening then, Janet? All right, talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
I'm having a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, with my guy. Truly, just the way that guy said. The guy that just got the call before this call entered. Yeah, I dated the guy for, we're going to 3 years now.
Yes.
So when we started, he was honest. But now he's not. I don't know what to do. Seriously.
He's not honest. In what sense? What do you mean exactly?
I mean, I trusted him, but now.
You don't trust him?
Like several times I caught him with a lady.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do. I need advice.
All right.
And I so much love this guy. Seriously.
All right. Janet, trust is something that isn't given. Trust is something that is earned. And if your boyfriend has broken your trust and you don't trust him, but you love him, you have to let him know and understand this, because he might just feel, she forgave me and whatever, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And like you said, you've caught him several times with ladies. Now, if you want to continue this relationship, you have to have a frank discussion with your boyfriend about how you feel and what you want, because it's if you let this go on, it's just going to keep happening over and over again, and you're just going to keep hurting yourself. Now, if there's
if I want to let the relationship go, if I walk up to him and told him that I don't want the relationship, he will still pay. For the love I have for him, I'll still accept.
He'll still what?
For the love I have for him, I will still accept. Seriously, I'm confused.
But that's the thing. You have to be firm. What do you want? Do you want to continue the relationship, or do you want to walk away from the relationship?
Seriously, I want to walk away.
Then you have to have conviction. When you say no, your no should be no. I mean, Christian, I think the Bible says, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. You have to be firm in it. You have to be firm, and you have to cut off. It's sort of like if you're an alcoholic or you're a drug user. If you want to stop, you have to just cut off totally. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard, but you have to cut off. Now, if you don't want this relationship anymore, you have to mean it for yourself. I don't want this relationship anymore. I want to move on. You have to then draw the line yourself, and you have to be disciplined, and you have to be firm. Because if every time you say you don't want the relationship, it's like, no now, I don't want now, but then it's a yes. You have to be firm. Let your no be no. If it means you stop picking his calls, if it means you avoid him, if it means you don't see him, then that is the way you have to go. That's, to get him out of your system. If you need time away, then you move away.
Yeah, I've already done that. He wouldn't let me go. That is a problem.
Why won't he let you go? Does he have a handcuff on you? Are you chained into his house? I mean, if you're a prisoner, let's know so that we'll come and rescue you there. I don't know.
It's not that I'm a prisoner, but the way the guy followed me, I don't know. Seriously.
That's the thing. It's up to you.
He doesn't want to see me with another guy.
You see, but then he's with other women. Is that a fair relationship? Is that a balanced relationship? It's not fair. What he's being is selfish. Because if he cannot let you go, but then he's still going and jumping around with other women, is that a fair relationship? It's not. You know what? Maybe you should even go and date another guy, Seth. Start dating someone else, so that he will be pissed off too and he can go his own way, if that's what you want. But then the truth is, what I mean is, if you choose...
Yes, I've done that. But he said he would tell me to cripple if I should do that.
He's going to do what? He'll tell you to do what?
He would tell me to cripple.
To cripple, that he'll kill you. That's a threat on your life there. Don't you see how unhealthy that is? That's not safe. That's not healthy for you. That's not a healthy relationship. So now you're hanging on to this relationship. Is it because of love, or now is it fear? Is it that you're afraid that the guy is going to cripple you, or what? Why is he threatening you? If he means reporting him to the police, please report him to the police, because that is a threat on your life. That's a threat on your person. Report him to the police if you have to. But you must make it perfectly clear that you don't want, and you can't keep going back. because if you keep going back, it gives him the room. Yes, even if you leave, he knows he's going to get you back. You have to break that. You have to be firm, and you have to stand, and you have to say no is no, and draw that line. If it means you call the police on him, because like what you're saying now, for according to what you're saying now, you've tried even dating other people, and he says he's going to cripple you, and you're afraid that he's going to hurt you. That is a very serious case. That's a very serious charge. You need to go to the police. You need to find some way to break out of this. But you yourself, it starts from you. You have to be firm about what you want, and what you want, if it's to walk away, then walk away.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right then, Janet. Take care, okay? And please be safe. If there's anything, call us up here on Human Rights Radio. Let us know, and we'll see how we can help you out, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right then, Janet. Have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of tonight's broadcast. I want to thank my team of producers. I want to thank Mr. Itel, the posh lady herself, Uncle Yemi in the IT department, and Desmond in the visual department for making this production come to life and come through this evening. I also want to thank you out there for calling in and sharing your thoughts, and I hope that here on this forum we've been able to provide you or prefer you with all the answers and solutions that you need. Let's do this again tomorrow. This is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is Heartbeat, and my name is Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And I want you all to remember one thing and one thing only. There's only one happiness in this life, and that is to love and be loved. Good night.